Hi, this is Michael Dennis here, welcoming you to my tutorial on 251 improvising, and I'll be using the Foster 7-string, and I'll be playing some backing tracks for you, and I'll also be using the iReal Pro app to help me demonstrate these concepts. So this video is meant for beginners, people who are just starting to get into improvising on jazz. So I'm going to be doing very basic concepts, and I'll be playing a track at about 88 beats per minute, so a very slow tempo. I was recently watching a video of Cheryl Bailey, and she was talking about her practice routine and strategies and how she likes to start at a slow tempo. Okay, so this is going to be a 2-5-1. I'm going to start off 2-5-1, key of C. So D minor 7th, G 7th to C major 7th. And I'll go ahead and whatever keys I get to today, I'll go ahead and link a PDF of the fingerboard. So I'm going to start here with the D note. So I'm just going to be playing for the D minor 7th chord. I'll play D Dorian, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. So I'll play it forwards, and I'll also play it backwards. D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D. So that's going to be for the D minor 7th chord, 1 bar. And then for the G7 or G13 chord, I'll play G Mixolydian, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G at the 12th fret. And then backwards, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. Right, so just very basic concepts, okay? And then for this, when it goes to the C major 7th chord, I'm just going to do E minor pentatonic. So if I go backwards, G, E, D, B, A, G, E, D. So I use that pattern, just basic blues box for the C major 7th chord. And then I'll also use this pattern on the inner strings here, D, E, G, A, and then B. So I do a lot of videos where I talk about those 2-string groupings. Now the interesting thing about this, if you think about this as the blues scale, it sounds really cool to throw in that blues note, which really is not the correct note. That's the flatted 7th, but it sounds interesting in this context. So you can throw in those kind of bluesy kind of things. So I think that's kind of the basic concepts. Let me go ahead and I'll play through a couple times through these, forwards, backwards, minor pentatonic, and then what I'll do is I'll play for you, some along with the backing track. So here it comes. So it's D Dorian, G Mixolydian, E minor pentatonic. And I'll go backwards. Again, backwards. I'll just improvise a little bit here. You kind of see how that works. So you hear how sometimes I did the major, the major 7, and then sometimes I did the flatted 7. But it sounds good in this context. You hear that a lot of blues rock players play it a lot, where they play the 5th, and then they play the natural note, and then they play the flatted note. Okay, so So what I'll do next is I'll just play some basic kind of bossa nova kind of tracks here for you, and then you can improvise here. So what I'm doing here on the 7 string, I'll just talk about this briefly because I know a lot of people don't have a 7 string. So basically what's happening is instead of playing the bass note on this A string, I'm playing it on this low A string. So that's going to be my D, that's going to be my G7, and then there's my 5th, my D there, and then that's my root here of my C. Instead of going ba, ba, I can go, okay. I just play a bunch of times for you, and now you can practice some of these ideas that I was just talking about. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so there's any number of places that I can go at this point. I think I'll just go to another key now. I'm just going to go to the next key, like in the cycle. I'm going to go to the key of F. So here we have, I have a G minor 7, or G minor 9, C7 or C13, and then F major 7. So I'm basically using the same voicings I used up here. So I'm going to go to this position here. So this will be G Dorian, G A B flat, C D, E F G. Do that ascending, and then for the C7 chord, C Mixolydian, C D, E F G, A B flat C. And then for the F major 7th chord, I'm just going to use A minor pentatonic, C A, G E, D C, A G. And then I'll also use this pattern in the middle, the G A, C D E, or I'll go to that flatted note there. That's kind of a nice pattern there on the one chord, the F major 7th chord, to just kind of play the pentatonic, kind of in reverse. That's kind of a cool sound. And I also like this sound where when I'm on the F major 7th chord, using the major 7, and then using the flat, and then kind of resolving back to the 6th. I think that's a really cool sound. Kind of gives that kind of blues sense to jazz. So if you listen to real jazz players, you're going to hear them using elements of the blues in their playing. So I'll go ahead and play this ascending and descending, and then with the A minor pentatonic, along with the track, and then I'll pause the track, and then I'll play some for you so you can practice some of these concepts. G Dorian, C Mixolydian, A minor. descending G Dorian, C Mixolydian, and then A minor. So descending again, C, A minor. I'll just kind of improvise a little bit here. Okay, now I'll play a backing track for you, a key of so G minor 7th, C 7th to F, and I'll just play a bunch of times, and you can practice some of these concepts and just play whatever you want here. You can play some of the ideas I have here, or maybe you'll discover something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Okay, I think where I'm going to go next is I'm going to just kind of jump around. I'm going to go to the key of D next. So you're going to be, let's see, that's going to be E minor 7 to, or A minor 9 to A7, A13, and then to a D major 7, okay? Now it just so happens, I didn't plan it this way, but I have my Pink Floyd shirt on, Dark Side of the Moon. So Breathe in the Air, so that's a 2/5, that's E minor. So that's the 2/5, E minor 7 to A7 is used a lot in rock and blues, jazz. So that's E minor to A7. So let's see. So I'm going to go here. How about I'll just I'll come down to here. So you have E Dorian, E F sharp G, A B, C sharp D E. And then A Mixolydian, A B, C sharp D E, F sharp G A. Okay, so I'll do those also backwards. So E D C sharp, B A, G F sharp E. And then for the A7th, A13th, backwards A G F sharp, E D C sharp, and then B A. And then for that D major 7th chord, I'm just going to use F sharp minor pentatonic. A F sharp, E C sharp, B A, G F sharp, F sharp E, and then I'll also use this pattern in the middle here: E F sharp, A B C sharp, right? Or I'll also use that flatted note, which kind of sounds, which is kind of a cool sound. Okay, and I think what I'll do at one point, I'll also go ahead and do the same thing up the octave. E, and then the A to A, and then the F sharp minor pentatonic. And then the pattern in the middle. E, F sharp. Okay, so I'll do a little bit at the 2nd fret, a little bit at the 14th fret, and then I'll stop, and then I'll play a little track for you to practice your own improvising. Up the octave. Okay, now I'll play some chords for you: E minor 7th, A7 or A13th to the D7, so you can practice some of these concepts yourself. One, two, three, four. One more time. Okay, so I think I'll do one more key before I end off today. How about, okay, this might sound interesting. I'll do B flat, since that'll give me that nice low B flat bass note. Okay, so I got C minor 7, C minor 9, F7, F13 to, yeah, I've been enjoying playing this guitar lately, a Foster 7-string, and I recently trying out some different kind of strings, a company called String Joy out of Nashville, and nice thick sound on these lower strings, and I think I'm going to be trying some even thicker strings to kind of get it to intonate a little bit better. Okay, so let's go on. So we got C. So I need to go to C minor. So let's go up to here. So C Dorian, C D E flat, F G, A B flat C, and then F Mixolydian, F G, A B flat C, D E F, and then for the B flat major 7th chord, D minor pentatonic, F D, C A, G F, D C, and then this pattern in the middle, C D, F G A, or that kind of bluesy note. And it's kind of I always find that kind of interesting because sort of technically that shouldn't really work. But if you kind of go through it, oh, I didn't do that lick yet. So that's kind of good. Just like a basic blues lick. Maybe I'll throw in some of those this time. All right, so I'll play through, improvise a little bit, and then I'll end the video just with you. You can just jam along with this. Okay, C Dorian, F Mixolydian, D minor pentatonic. C, F, D minor. Okay, I'll do a little improv here. I did a little lick there. This is something I've mentioned this before. Jimmy Bruno, he does this lick. I just really like this sound. Just doing these pedal tones. So I'm playing. I'm keeping the D, and then I'm just going through the notes of the scale. C, A, G, and I also did some basic sweeps. D minor arpeggio. That's kind of a cool sound. So I'm playing that over the B flat major 7 chord. That's it. And then that flatted note. Okay, well, thanks for watching and listening. I'll just end off the video. I'll just play some chords for you. Maybe I'll play some chords for you, and then I'll just kind of do my traditional thing. I'll just maybe do some octaves with the thumb, and just kind of do an ending improvisation, and just kind of see what happens. Once again, oftentimes I don't plan every single thing in these videos, so I have a basic game plan. I just like to leave some things open. So enjoy practicing over these different tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4.